guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Age of Ultron Book 10. So this is the big hyped up issue of the week, I would say, because big stuff is supposed to happen, and I guess it's the issue we've been waiting for this event. But before I start talking about this issue, I just want to give you guys a couple updates. I have 4 exclusive reviews for Comic Uno Episode 2, which is on DarkAvengerINC, which are Green Lantern New Guardians Issue 21, Fantastic Four Issue 9, and then these are 2 comics I already did advanced reviews on, but I'm going to say they're exclusive since I didn't do reviews this week on them. And that's Invincible issue 103, which I did an advanced review on DarkAvengerINC last week. And Mara issue 5, which I did an advanced review this week on my, last week on my channel. And yes, Comic Uno Episode 2 is a place where you get all my reviews in one place and exclusive reviews like Green Lantern or Fantastic Four. So yeah, if you want to go check that out, definitely check it out. I'll be annotated on this video and also linked in the description below. Guys, I have another update, which is I have a new feature for Comic Frontline, which is comparing the graphic novel and film of Watchmen, and Part 1 and Part 2 are already up, so definitely go check that out, and it will be linked both Part 1 and Part 2 in the description below, and go check that out. Definitely comment, tell me what you think, either on this video or on the articles themselves if you have a blogger, or I think if you have a Google account you could do it, whatever. But you could do either, I think you could do anonymous also, so yeah, you could definitely comment on either the article or, again, the comments below here. But let's talk about Age of Ultron Book 10. Yeah, big issue, hyped up issue. Maybe it's actually worth reading Age of Ultron. Maybe. Yeah, so this is a crazy cover. A lot going on here. It's okay, whatever cover. It's mostly the poly bag that's more entertaining than this cover, though. And I threw out the poly bag, so the poly bag's usually because it's like hides a signature. Some maybe like 100 comics or something like that, it has a signature, and I've never heard anyone have a signature though. So, but maybe you're the lucky one. Tell me if you are, which I don't know. I've never heard anyone have it. But yeah, the poly bag was more impressive than this. It made it, I guess, more exciting. This is a change in the Marvel Universe, and the cover was, it's bland. It's like every other cover of Age of Ultron. It didn't excite me that much. But let's see what's going on in this issue. And again, it really doesn't matter about the cover, because the poly bag covers it, and you're going to pick it up or you're not. So in this issue, we get to see a big battle with Ultron, as they're trying to defeat Ultron, and of course Ant-Man has all these other ideas of how to make Ultron, or like how to defeat Ultron or something, because everything is very confusing in this issue. But Ant-Man is trying to control Ultron because he's a very powerful being and he doesn't know how. And they do end up defeating Ultron, the one Ultron, even though there was tons of other Ultrons, you know, from where I remember in this event. So now that they defeated the Ultron, everything's normal except all the universes have collided together. And I think some people remember it, I guess, because there's shakiness here. I think some people remember it, maybe they don't, or they know something is wrong here, and they're just showing us all the different universes colliding, which we don't really get to see, you know, a lot of universes colliding, you know, physically. Like, we do get to see somehow, you know, Wolverine or Ant-Man, they're like, something's happened. You know, universes are colliding now. We're all one universe. And then we get to see Miles have, you know, get to see Galactus. You know, we get to see Miles see Galactus. And obviously that's not an Ultimate Universe. And then we get to see, you know, Tony talk about this a little, saying, oh, something's wrong. And then we get to see the biggest person that we already knew we were going to see in this issue, which was Angela. And she's from obviously another universe and colliding into our universe, or our Marvel Universe. And we'll see this continued in Age of Ultron AI, which, who knows, maybe I'll pick up. Let's talk about this issue, obviously. I was really upset with this issue, honestly. I was expecting at least a good last issue, because Age of Ultron I was not impressed with at all. I was not impressed with this series at all. It was just very jumbled, and is made a year ago. A lot of things that happened throughout the year. Like, let me show you an example here, how you know it was made a year ago. Hopefully, yeah, I want to get a better picture. I just saw a picture, but I want to get a good picture. You'll see why it was made a year ago. First of all, it was the New Avengers. We had Jessica Jones and Thor and Miss Marvel. So we have the New Avengers, which obviously that doesn't exist because everything else is going with the Avengers because the New Avengers got disbanded before Marvel Now. And then we have Miss Marvel in her old costume. So yeah, so you know, a lot of this was made a year ago. So honestly, I think they should have rewritten Age of Ultron. It's just like pure laziness, this series. Literally, the series, there's so much that went on in this current year with Marvel Now, and you know, the costume difference doesn't make a difference, but it's just pure laziness that they couldn't rewrite this series. That way it's a little bit like what's going on in this current universe. Yeah, Age of Ultron could have been a cool 5-issue Elseworld story that obviously had this big aftermath of worlds colliding, which we all knew was going to happen anyways, if you guys look at the news and everything, but we knew that the Ultimate Universe is somehow going to be related to the regular universe, and I'm excited for that. Honestly, I am. I really am a big Ultimate Universe fan, and I want to see Miles somehow get in the regular universe more, and I think the Miles of the regular universe is somehow making a team with the new Mighty Avengers. I'm excited for that. I like that. Angela, I don't know much about. I think she's from Spawn. I don't know much about Angela, so we'll see where that goes. I'm reading Guardians of the Galaxy. I think she's in that. I'm excited for that, I guess. You know, new character is cool. But that was the only good thing. Well, the best thing about this issue, I will show you. So we're going to see, like, all the worlds colliding, which is, like, a cop-out from Flashpoint, honestly. It's just, I'm like, oh, where did I see this from? Oh, Flashpoint, except they actually did permanent damage with Flashpoint. Well, not damage, but they did a permanent story where we get to see worlds colliding for a reason. Like, this, like, randomly worlds were colliding in this issue because of Ultron somehow. But there was a cool thing in here, which was Spider-Girl was in this. And, you know, only me. I would only notice this, but we do get to see, the whole MCT universe. You get to see, Miss America, where is she? Okay, Miss America, J2, and Spider-Girl. That made me laugh. That made me smile. That's like, oh, maybe this issue was worth it. Not at all, but I did love, that was like one, maybe I gave it half a star more. Spider-Girl, they didn't forget about her. Maybe there's like some chance she could be in the regular universe. Not at all, but I would love to see that if they want to make me happy. Please make me happy. Yeah, but they're obviously going to concentrate more on Angela and the Ultimate Universe, but it's still there. They could do the whole Spider-Girl thing, so I'd be really happy if they made a mini-series or something with that. And it was there, you know, they didn't forget about her, so I really enjoyed that they mentioned the MCT universe, so that was kind of cool. But honestly, this was a jumbled mess. Honestly, this whole beginning, honestly, they're defeating Ultron, but they had a whole, because obviously it was a year ago, so they had the whole new Avengers from a year ago fight Ultron, but first of all, they were supposed to be in this messy Ultron universe, but I think that was recovered because they killed the second Wolverine in the last issue. Ant-Man's like, oh, but let's kill Ultron. I have this brilliant idea for, you know, more intelligence, alter intelligence, AI, and obviously that's just spitting a new series out, where it's like, oh, I know how to do Ultron right now. But yeah, like, why did the Ultrons have to fly around and kill everybody? Like, this hadn't, like, I felt like the ending had nothing to do with the whole Ultron thing. And obviously, oh, they killed Ultron, everything's wrong, but couldn't they just made, like, a 2-issue event and done something else to screw up the universe? All it was is because Wolverine time traveled a lot and messed up things. That's why these universes are colliding. They really could have made a whole different story without Ultron to do this. And that's what pissed me off. It was just a confusing mess, especially this whole first half of this issue. It was just, what's going on? Why is Ultron here? The time traveling was so confusing in this series. Honestly, this was a lot worse than Avengers vs. X-Men. I still think it's debatable with Fear itself, because Avengers vs. X-Men, at least they had something else. The ending was good for Avengers vs. X-Men. I mean, there are some issues, maybe it was a little bit too long, but honestly, it was an okay event. This is horrible. I can't, in the beginning, it was like, oh, cool, Elseworld event, cool. But now this is just the ending just didn't, they could have done something else, and it just kind of pissed me off, this issue. Honestly, just know that worlds are colliding. I think maybe these mini-series that are coming out of it could be interesting. AI, I'll give it a chance, you know, seeing Angela more, I'll give it a chance. I think there's more series coming out of it, I'll give it a chance. And then Affinity, because we're going to see Galactus, you know, a lot of Cosmo stuff here. I think that's cool. We're going to see more events coming out from it, which could be annoying also if they're bad, but I'll give them a chance. But it was just, the Ultrons weren't needed. And it was just a mess. It was a mess. They really should have rewritten it. shouldn't have made it 10 issues. They could have done a lot of different things here. But yeah, this was the worst issue I read this week. I was just really disappointed. I really wanted this to be a good issue. Really did. I went through 10 issues for you guys. Honestly, if I was not a reviewer, I probably would have dropped it after 2 issues. But events I try to review for you guys, and I was like, book 10. This is going to be the great issue. It wasn't. Honestly, the only thing I liked was the Spider-Girl reference, which I was very happy with. And the art, I guess, was good. I actually do like the art. Some people don't even like that, but I think the art does work really well with the series. And really, you could just read the last 2 issues. Say, oh, time travel, bad. Yeah, all these different universes colliding. Yeah, that's all you need to know. All you need to know. And then Angela comes, all you need to know about this issue. Don't need to read it. Not at all. Yeah, I'm going to give this 1.5. Bad issue. Bad event. Just really bad event, honestly. Honestly, I'm just looking forward to Trinity War, because, that has been planned for, like, 2 years. Like, they plan their events. They plan them. They don't write them a year from now and then just like, we should post this. And we got the rights for Angela. Let's do this now. Let's not rewrite anything, but let's do this now. Confuse the shit out of everybody. And that was Age of Ultron, honestly. That was just pure laziness. And that's why they need to really do well with these events. And I'm not looking forward to Infinity. I'll give it a try, but I'm not really looking forward to it. Because honestly, I haven't liked Marvel events in a really long time. Avengers vs. X-Men was the only one that I thought was okay, but it was way too long. It definitely was not perfect. Age of Ultron is up there with Fear itself. I don't know, I just think time travel messes a lot of things up, and we'll see how, Marvel digs himself out of this. A lot of time travel, I think it's just a lot of confusion for the universe with this, but we'll see. Sorry for the long video, but I had a rant a little. 1.5, don't pick this up. Don't pick this up. Polybag and everything, don't pick it up. Yeah, worst pick of the week. I did not like it. We'll talk more about it with other events, though, I guess. But yeah, tell me in the comments below what you thought. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the rant situations. 1.5. Don't pick it up. Worst pick of the week. Bye, guys.